With one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marte is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Next will be the designated hitter, number 13. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1-2.
Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2. Here's Jurickson Profar. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Lineup turns over and to the plate Marcus Semien, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Semien is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long. 1-1-1.
Takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another chance? Ramon Laureano. He was a ground-out victim last time up. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. McCann scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Marcell Ozuna will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. Into right field, that's a base hit.
First.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-2 home fouled away. A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back. No double play. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The A's
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Flash Guy takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Olson at second. Profar is over at first with 1 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So stepping in, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Piscotty.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Chad Pinder.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a screwball is off the plate away for ball 1. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. One away. So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Popped him up. Abreu moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He went down on strikes last time up.
22.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dero, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 2 home runs.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
7-4 the final finish today. Oakland rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy comes on now in an
pitching for the
awfully
White
difficult
Sox,
situation as there
number
are two on
75,
here with nobody out.
Flash Guy.
The next twin up, Miguel Sano.
Now batting, third baseman.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. DeShields is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready once again, Mitch Garver. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Grounder down the line at third. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Kepler.
Now a ball grounded foul here over towards the White Sox dugout. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Marwin Gonzalez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Jackie Bradley now.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, number 2. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-0 the count. Hit to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. 1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes to Shields at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that in? Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start us off in the 8th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Rosario.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Boy, good lateral movement to that screwball, and it's a ball and a strike. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the catcher.
Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. To 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The count now at 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Zagunis looks up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with the 4 runs.
Number 43.
6-2 the final total today. The Twins led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. Ladies and gentlemen,
Flash Guy answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. From the stretch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
The catcher, number 33.
Stepping in now, Max Stassi, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Waiting on it is Jimenez, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. And now for the Angels, number 71. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The right fielder, number 71.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Justin Upton now. Singled homer run in his last time up.
Number 8.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Now here's the pitch.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Angels.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The designated hitter.
First offering on its way.
Goodwin.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Jimenez is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. Ready now for L.A. Number 23. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Strike 2. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone. Here's Starlin Castro.
The batter, number 13. Second baseman, Starlin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. In now, Zach Cozart. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Moustakas charging in on it. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Into the box now, Max Stassi. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. 2 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
This one's flared off to the right side. Zagunis ranging forward, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Simmons is off of first with 2 away. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Number 20 is under it, and that ends the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago. Number 48, Alex Holland.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about the themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Flash Guy answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Flash Guy.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next.
Polanco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Throwing to second. But he'll be in there with a double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Miguel Sano is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Polanco stands at second with 2 gone. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Polanco isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive. That's a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and then... Stepping up now, Mitch Garver. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Hit on the ground to third. Moustakas has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Zagunis is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Good screwball there, and he's in command. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding his...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 9-8. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the sixth.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Into the box now, number 2. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Blake Swihart, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 9-8. Standing in, Jorge Polanco will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
0-1 pitch on its way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Can he get up and make the play? Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive, base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In there, 0-1. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Hit out towards second. Reined in. One there. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now.
Your attention, please. Now running at third for the turn.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Chicago White Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Flash Guy gets the win in
Our
relief, his 6th of the season. Kelvin Herrera closes the door for the save.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Flash Guy answers the call from the pen here
now
in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were
number
hoping for
75.
from their starter.
Flash Guy.
Digging in once again, number 2. And he
Now
always
batting.
poses a threat,
Number
of
2.
course. One of the true superstars in the game today. First pitch coming. Here it is. Softly hit to the left side. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Nearly bat around.
Leading off for the Twins.
He's ready. Here's the first
right
offering.
fielder, Byron.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 0-1.
1-1-1-1.
Baseline taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge
The batter, number
Polanco.
11.
He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Jorge Polanco.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's taken for strike 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Popped him up. McCann has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Last time through was a base hit. Swing and a miss. Good screwball there, and he's in command. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Count remains at 0-2. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The next 1-2 pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Standing in, Eddie Rosario. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The left fielder, Eddie.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't time the screwball. 1 strike to count. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Swing and a liner. Marte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The first baseman,
into the box,
7,
Jackson Cabrera, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike. 0-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
The designated hitter, Marwin.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Moustakas is there. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Are set down. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
The center fielder, Jackie.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Junior.
And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole. 0-2. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte is there. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Jason Castro tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now batting.
Into the box now, number 2. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit. 2-out success, and that means Byron Buxton bats next. Here's Byron Buxton now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Count now, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Now Miguel Sano. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
The batter.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie.
Popped him up.
Rosario.
But this will land untouched. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And this will be fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 5-1 the final total in today's game. The Minnesota Twins pick up win number 20 on the year. Fernando Romero gets the win on the mound. His first of the year.
Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy is going
Now
to come on in
pitching for the
relief
White
now, and he
Sox,
may be asked to eat
number
several
75,
innings as this game is just
Flash
still really getting underway.
Guy.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away, and that
The bat.
brings up the big bat
Number
of Vladimir
27.
Guerrero Jr. He's set, and the pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. So a runner on second with one down now. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
So first and third with one away, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
The right fielder, number 15.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Richard.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 2. Stepping in for the Jays, number 8. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And he looks at the screwball that's over for strike 1. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2. Jansen stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Danny Jansen becomes the first out of the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, Jonathan Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Behind 0-2 now. He's on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Digging in, Bo Bichette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Dale, just 21 years of age. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Popped him up. Number 1 shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll reach to start the inning as this ball gets through him. A base hit.
Eat it. Cut it
So
right there.
another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. Line toward the gap in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Now batting.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Guerrero on second. Gurriel at first with no outs. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. Striding in once again. Number 8. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Blue. Up next is Danny Jansen. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And he takes strike 2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now
into the box, Jonathan Davis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1-1.
All right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Now batting.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Davis, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. To 2-2 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Line to the right side. Zagunis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in, Michael Dale, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a called strike about thigh high, 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
He's on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Left for And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Toronto jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victory. Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Striding into the box, Reese McGuire. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Behind 0-2 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand. Digging in now, Rendell Gritchick. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
Yeah, that was amazing. Kind of completely caught us off guard up here in the booth. Don't expect the same thing. We pay this guy big dollars to drive the ball in the gap. Look for him to swing the bat right here.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
The right field.
Standing in now, Rob Barth. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Can't get him to go after the Scrooge with 2 strikes, so it's 1-2 now. Misses, ball 2. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone. Ready now, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Number 11.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains steady at 6-4. So striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is retired to kick off the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Now batting.
In now, number 13. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now
Rowdy Tellez the next
44.
to bat. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been
Oh, wow, what a stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning.
Your attention, please. Inch hitting for Toronto. Number 20, Michael Yeo. Now pitching for the White Sox. Number 54, Reyes.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Number 62 earns his 3rd win.
Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Guy.
So digging in now, number 71.
Now
0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. 4 runs here in this half inning. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and no one left on base. On now. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth.
Trout.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Shohei Ohtani. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Ohtani.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Hard on the ground toward short, and this is going to find its way into left for a one-out nod. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. From the stretch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Ohtani, base runner at first with 1 out. Pulled toward right center field. DeShields is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The left fielder.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the third out. So no runs here. Settling in now, number 23. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Number 23.
Ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Starlin Castro.
The batter, number 13.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
He takes the turn and heads for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
The catcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Sandy Leon. For 2, he grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Stepping in, number 71. And their runners at the corners now.
71.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
0-1.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. At the plate, Mike Trout hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Striding forward now is the DH, Brian Goodwin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if Any better. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels go down.
For the traditional 7.
Now at the plate, Justin Upton. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way to Upton. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Upton.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Into the box, number 23. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yep. This pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Stepping into the box, Starlin Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2. Now batting, Sandy Leon. He singled his last time up.
The catcher. Sandy
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Marte will make the grab, and that ends the inning. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Andrelton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Up. McCann is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, number 71. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. This is line to left. Jimenez will get there, and he puts it away to retire. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Heaney earns his
Ladies and gentlemen,
Flash
your
Guy
attention,
answers the
please.
call from the pen here
Now
in the
pitching
fourth
for
as
the
they
White
didn't
Sox,
get the outing they were
number
hoping for from their
75,
starter.
Flash
Next
Guy.
for New York, DJ LeMahieu. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ball one to start the at-bat. Now a screwball taken for a called strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2.
1-1-1.
All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. Here's big Aaron Judge. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Aaron Judge.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
Hard on the ground towards short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will. They nearly. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The designated hitter, Miguel.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Giancarlo Stanton is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Fouled away. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
The first baseman, number 7.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
1-1-1.
Tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Aaron.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Popped him up. Number 20 has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Williams Astudillo. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Number 64.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. A ball and a strike. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. This is swung on and popped up. crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's the first out. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brian Rosario. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good screwball there, and he's in command. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Drilled on the ground to short.
Anderson brings it in.
And there are 2 away now. Digging in and looking for more. Number 90. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here it comes. 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 1-2. Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
DJ LeMahieu.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Fouled off. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Into the box now, Miguel Andujar, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. It's the Yankees 6 and the White Sox nothing. Now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Giancarlo.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Almost, man. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Zero, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continued.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ryan Rosario. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. At the plate, number 90. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
High and deep down the left field line. The Shields is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Zagunis moves over, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly here in this half. 6-1 the final tally today. So the Bronx Bombers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Severino. Flash Guy is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Now to the plate, number 90. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Guy stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. Has a very strong chance of making the American League All-Star squad this year. He's currently the leading vote getter among relievers. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Aaron.
At the knees, strike 1. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Popped him up. Number 38 is there. 1 away. Giancarlo Stanton now 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Ground ball left side, fielded by Moustakas. Throw gets him 2 down. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Gio Urshela.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Slow roller left side. Moustakas is right there. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez, 3rd at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And he looks at the screwball that's over for strike one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. One gone here in the Yankee seventh, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the seventh. Now at the plate, Mike Tauchman. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. He's outside for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. A 1-1 game this afternoon. 3-2. The final.
A red-hot pitcher gets a call from his agent. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere.
Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy gets the
Now
call
pitching
from the
for
pen to take
Chicago.
over on the mound and start
Number
the home
75.
seventh.
Flash Guy.
Ready now for Baltimore, Renato Nunez. He'll be the man to lead things off
Leading
here
off
in the bottom
for
of the
the
seventh.
Orioles,
In there, and it's 0-1.
Renato.
Great spot with that pitch down and away.
Yeah.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Now batting, number 24.
Into the box, DJ Stewart. Hit in the air out to left. On the run is Jimenez. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Mark
Turned on down the line.
Trumbo.
But a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Guy has a very strong chance of making the American League All-Star squad this year. He's currently the leading vote getter among relievers.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. Not what comes to mind when you...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So striding forward now, number 21. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Cisco. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Got it. 1. Got it.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And it's fouled away. Struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now back.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Grounded to third. Moustakas has it. There's one. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Baltimore Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 59 earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy takes
Now
over pitching
pitching for
duties,
the
looking to
White
get
Sox.
that final out now
Number
here in this
75.
7th inning.
Flash Guy.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's got a
The
hit in
center
3
fielder,
at-bats to
number
this
25.
point.
Byron. Good.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Not shortstop. Jorge.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. To Shields. A range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter,
Now
Miguel
batting,
Sano.
third
A
baseman,
hit in 2 official
Miguel.
trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. A windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this
Now
series
batting,
alone.
left fielder,
So clearly this
Eddie.
pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy.
Mario.
We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
No balls and a strike to count. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down goes.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Twins
Ladies and gentlemen,
Flash
your
Guy
attention,
gets the
please.
call from the pen to take
Now
over
pitching
on the
for
mound and start the
Chicago.
home seventh.
For 75,
Here's Jackie
Flash
Bradley now.
Guy.
Now the pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. A bouncer to the left side. Moustakas is there. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Count 0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 2. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Winds are set down. So stepping in, Byron Buxton.
Leading off.
First pitch of the at-bat.
The right fielder.
Down the third baseline. Fielded by Moustakas. One away. So coming to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Jorge.
Grounder down the line at third. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Here's Miguel Sano, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Third baseman, Miguel.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitch.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Ninth inning coming up. And the score finishes 4-1 today. Minnesota took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jose Barrios.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Your attention,
Flash
please.
Guy trots
Now
in from the
pitching for
bullpen
the
here
White
as he
Sox.
inherits a tough spot with
Number
2 on and 2
75.
away.
Flash.
So
Guy.
next to the plate for the Royals, Adalberto Mondesi, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 0-1 the count.
Mondesi.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Jimenez,
And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on. Digging in now for Kansas City, Odubel Herrera. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
waiting on it is Jimenez.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Robbie Grossman. 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far. Right there for strike 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, right to him. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Whit Merrifield. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. In is Jorge Soler. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Jorge Soler.
The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about him on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he got him. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. The only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
One there. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Adalberto Mondesi, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Up next for the Royals.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Nope,
and this one runs up high, ball one.
4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1-1.
Fouled away. Belted high and deep into right center. Zagunis looking up, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
1-0 the count. Fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now batting, second baseman with
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Zagunis will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. At the plate, Travis Jankowski. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. In now, Hunter Dozier. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Hunter
lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So here's the Royals DH, Jorge Soler. Last time through was a base hit. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. Zagunis moves over. And that's the third out. (5-2) the final score tonight. The Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Felix Hernandez wins.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. Flash Guy, the Indonesian-born hurler, gets the ball to start here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's hit over 500 the last 10 games. He's absolutely on fire. If I'm in that other dugout right now, I'm thinking this is the guy that we can't let beat us. We'll see how they attack him in this game.
Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike 1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and 44 RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they get a couple of runs.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Well, today's game provides the Red Sox with the chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Got him.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Next up for the Red Sox, number 33. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Throw on to second for the force. And the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Xander Bogaerts. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And you can see on the graphic there he currently leads the Red Sox in that department. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning.
Welcome back. As the White Sox look to get the offense going in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite...
Rafael Devers the next to bat, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. On the ground to third, played on the backhand. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The batter,
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Harrison often known as J-Hay around the game. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Chris Owings now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Popped him up. Anderson is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first out. Striding in for Boston, number 33. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. DeShields is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Grounded to short.
Anderson picks it up.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed as Pedroia's retired for the first out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in here, but before he does, let's take it back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. No balls and 1 strike. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Now the Red Sox DH, number 23. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they into the box now, Rafael Devers. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Into center field, line drive base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 41.
The final score this afternoon. The Boston Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
The final line score for this.
A player receives an update from his representative.
We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball.
Play ball. He's safe. He's out.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Jose.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He hit 9 home runs last month. There was a period where he just caught fire. He got into a nice groove and started launching baseballs, and he hasn't lost that home run stroke yet.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Jimenez is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. 2nd inning coming up in Cleveland, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Let's play ball.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Zagunis is underneath this one. 1 down.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the pitch. Up. Popped him up. McCann over to his right. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. In now is Yasiel Puig. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd.
Yasiel Puig.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoke toward third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And as the 2nd baseman, Jason Kipnis. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. This one's down to 3rd. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a. Striding in for the Indians, Roberto Perez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Perez on at first, nobody out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Ring him up on the screwball, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set, now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 1 ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. In now for Cleveland, Edwin Grayson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 1 ball and no strikes.
Grayson.
Count even now at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1.
That's up.
Pitch is popped up. Number 1 is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off for the Indians, the shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now
here comes the first pitch.
Designated hitter.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jimenez is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Into the box now, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is. Standing in, Yasiel Puig. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Yasiel Puig is sent packing to start the bottom of the fifth. Stepping up now, Jason Kipnis.
The batter, number 22.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Second baseman.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Kipnis.
Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is Jimenez. Onto the home run porch and gone.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Zagunis moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bradley.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
1-1-1.
Off the right side of the infield. And he is called out at first on a close play as he just does get to the back. So the Indians lineup flips over and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Strike 2. Back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Zagunis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Anderson scoops it up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. One left for the try. One out now for the Indians in their 7th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that owner black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Hit softly down the line at first. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the... Ready for another shot now. Roberto Perez. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of
Cut it right there, cut.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's down to third. The second for 1 to Abreu for the big double play. Digging in, Edwin Grayson. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Perez at third with 2 away.
Straight up.
Popped him up. McCann is under it, and the inning is over. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't miss chances as a professional.
Fielded by Abreu.
Up.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Palehose played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Flash Guy earns his 8th victory of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Shane Bieber struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and